I don't even know which pick I have up there. Is it Bandit or something else? I'll switch it up to something else eventually. Oh no, it's Einstock, doesn't it? Windjana. So I'm getting that we've got like a Stay Puffy Congo feel going on. Yeah, I should probably look to see if he wants us to play anything in particular. This is my girl Windjana. She's from the Kimberley region. Blah, 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 blah. She's a fun girl. Hope you give her a play. Well, now that I feel a little dirty inside, I will do that. Thanks for making me feel dirty. All right. Course requirements, total yardage. All right, so it looks like play whatever. So I'm going to play the back with pin 1. I think gold is the back. Yes, it is. So this is a shorty little guy. I'm sorry, girl, since that was specified earlier. What is that? Well, definitely creative there. That's a good way to get past your first tee jitters. Make the person walk across a suspension bridge of some sort, and they will feel much better about themselves getting ready to hit a tee shot. Also, it looks like it's run by some sort of evil corporation. So bonus points for that, I guess. I was curious about this, though. What is this going on? Huh. I normally would be like, oh, you know, you got to do a little better with your sculpting, but that actually is kind of cool right there. The way he's made his own rocks using the ground. Good job. As for the hole itself, let's take a look. Wow, those bunkers are awfully swoopy looking, aren't they? That's different. I think they're just a really oddly shaped. I'm not saying they're good or bad. They're just, wow, very different. Very different. I will say this over here is not sculpted all that great. I think you can do a better job with the surrounding area here a little bit. Your use of textures is good. We've definitely got some thicker planting going on around the course. I think, again, you could take yellow bushes and stuff like that and clump them a little more rather than spread them around like that. Again, it's just something that people do, and it doesn't always work the way you think it. You know, you think it's going to be more natural because you break it up, and in reality, it's more natural if you don't break it up. Now, I'm wondering, as far downhill as this is, let's see. Come on. Go, 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 go. Wow. I would have thought with the wind behind you being that far downhill, it would carry further than that. That's okay. The design of the hole is okay. Like I said, I think the bunker sculpting, like for instance, to do what you're wanting to do here, I think this part of the sand needs to come out a little further so that you can hump it up a little bit. And this part actually needs to be slightly further away from the green so that you can flatten it out a little bit. The concept is fine, but sometimes just the spacing on these things need to change a little bit. We're a little close to the fairway to really do what I think you're trying to do, unless you think you pull it off, in which case, good job, you pulled off what you wanted to pull off, and that's enough out of that. Enough of that for me. What about a pitchy? Pitchy, pitch, pitch. Pitch, pitch, pitch. Now kick right. Or go left. Good job. Good job, ball. Well done. Oh, that's okay. Watch it whenever you want. 186. So we got full on fast as we can be here. which means everything is going to just fly. Zoom, zoom, zoom. All right, let's see what we can do here. Stroke index 14. Again, you've done a cool job there with the rocks made out of the ground. Good work. I'm trying to zoom back, see what you got going on. We got a little hut just to kind of hang out, because why not? May as well. I think you could have gone even a little further with your rough texture towards those rocks. Again, some very interesting bunker shaping ideas. I don't know that they're working quite for me. I think, again, the spacing is a little off. Just a little, not a lot. Trying to do a jagged edge or a fingery edge up against something like this is very difficult. It's not bad, but it's just not a look that can really be pulled off terribly well in this game. It's a nice look off the tee. Let me see, maybe I can visit one of those bunkers. Nope. If I visit a bunker hitting it in the middle of the fairway from there, then we've got a problem. Again, some good ideas. We're just not quite pulling some of it off in the sculpting here. And I'd be more specific, but I'm not going to take that kind of time in here, but really just evening out some of the ground back here, pulling it slightly away from the putting surface so that it can drop down. This bunker, again, you want it to play close, but not be close. I think you could have gotten away without that, actually. If you had extended the fairway over here and just had a big dip, that would have been cool too. But it's fine. Just, it's a hard thing to pull off there. That slow's going to kill me. And you guys feel free to post your comments as we go. We're just doing some critiquing and talking as we go. We're not really, like I said, judging or anything like that. But if you want to say your piece, by all means, say it. Oh, we got some kind of hot spring thing going on up here in a second. I appreciate the work you did on the sides of the rough sides here. I don't know that on the right it's pulled off quite as well as it is on the left. This is a good looking tee shot. I feel like the hole itself would have been a little more successful had the green either been longer or wider, one of the two. It's just not scaling quite right for me. What do you guys think? And the way the bunkers are laying in the ground, it's just not... We're close to a lot of things, but we're not quite getting there, I don't feel like. Again, that's okay. These things are things that will come with time, I think. Some stuff doesn't. I think these will. Come back. Or go. Just go right through. Yep, go into the rough. Good job. That would have helped if I'd looked at the green a little bit. But I'm not doing that. Stupid. I don't want to do it. You guys are dumb. Whose course? This is... Gotta be Australian, doesn't it? It is... I'm scrolling up. Australian. Yeah, like I said, there's some good concepts here. There are a few, bunker things, a few sculpting things that aren't quite where they need to be. And like this, the shape of this hole, the shape of the green, the size, the scale of the green, I think could have been changed a little bit to really make it shine even more. Yeah, the planting here, again, we're kind of just putting stuff all over as far as those yellow things go. Just a few things I think could be done differently. Another good look from the tee. I mean, it's definitely not a bad look here. Oh, don't worry about it. But again, I think the look you're trying to come off with would be a little better if you pulled the sand back a little bit. This bunker over here is kind of just a mess. I think it's meant to be more of just like a sandy area rather than a bunker. And as that, it works fine. So I'll leave it at that. I wonder. Is that uphill? No, it's downhill. Let's see. Let's try this again. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it looks fine. I like, I do again like the way you've incorporated kind of these sharp, bladey looking bits of rock. I think it works really well. And it's done that way because you planted them to stand out a certain way. So that's good work. Just a few things here and there. Yeah, like over here to the left. You've taken, this is going to sound bad, so please don't take this as a negative. This is not a negative. You've taken what would normally be bad sculpting and made it into good sculpting. So good job out of there. Another kind of wasty area over there. This is really well done here. This is nice. It's understated. You know, a few of the rocks might be a little out of place, but I like the ones you've kind of just scattered in through here, and you've been kind of minimal in the planting. I think that's nice. Again, I think just a little work on these bunkers would make this course really shine. That's the primary thing right now on this course is bunkering. Bunkering. Also, I'm going to say this too. This is now, I think, the third green we've had that's got kind of a horseshoe thing going on. That's probably enough for an entire golf course spread out. So maybe break those up a little bit. You can be interesting with a green without wrapping it around a bunker or something. Go in the hole. Thank you. That far, this is a really well done river area though. Really well done river area. Everybody should take note of how he did this. The river and the sandiness is absolutely top notch. I don't know that I have seen better. So very, very well done. I give you tons of credit for that. I also give you credit for bringing the sand in as a bunker. Just again, our bunkers are just not really shining at the moment. This fairway gets a little pinchy for me, but it's okay. It's not a long hole, so you can get away with it. See what that does. Not bad. Oh yeah, no. And that's one of the things. Scaling of rivers and creeks and that is very difficult to do. And trying to get the edges to look natural, it's hard. I've tried. Oh, that's a good putt. I've tried with some little creeks here and there, and it's just tough to get right because you really have to play with textures and things have to be uneven. Okay, the sculpting along the edge of this I'm not as big a fan of. It works around the outside of the course. I don't think it works quite as well along the edge. The way you've taken the stones and brought them into it is a good call, but I don't know that I like that edging quite as much. Also, this much runoff to the left, why? I mean, I have to hit, basically this helps me if I hit a pull. Not short, not right, not anything, just a pull. So I don't quite understand that. If you're going to bring it all the way over there, then, put some green over there. As short as this is, I think you could have just lopped off this entire section over here and it would have been better. Oh, I wanted 95. Either better is green or just gone. I think that's the first hole that's just been kind of a complete dud for me, but that's okay. Duds are not always bad, and that sounds silly, but they're not always a bad thing. Again, you'll notice what hole that was on. That was on hole 7, which is where on the last course they tried a little something, and I said, hey, so hole 7 is a good place to try something funky because you're already kind of invested. You either like it or you don't, and doing something funky there is not going to make or break you. Did you say you put your main green right? Yes, that is true. The fairway to the left of this bunker, I don't understand at all. Eleanor, go out. Go out, please. Go out. I'll be out in a minute. Go outside. Go on. I'll come play with you in a minute. Go on. Go on. You're a good girl. And let go of the handle, please. Let go. Let go. Let go of the handle. Good. Now it's locked. Let's see. Okay. 10 miles an hour in my face. Is that enough to take off the distance? I think it is. We'll see. It is. Hooray. Oh, there's some kangaroos. Good animal placement. Bonus. And see, we got another green that's just wrapping around things. I think you're falling in love with a couple ideas. Then we got a pool over here. It's, I don't know who lives there. Hang on a second. All right. Sorry about that. Had to holler at somebody. Just a little. Just a little hollering. Not too much. Oh, slow. Yeah, that'll actually work out. You've done a really good job with the ambiance. You've got some good hole concepts here. Just a few little technical things that are holding you back here, I think. I think you could have simplified a couple of these holes and you'd be better off, make bunkers a little smaller, a little differently placed. That's a good looking tee shot. I don't know why you wouldn't just join these two fairways here, but that's okay. I mean, you just had a hole that had fairway, dinky little piece of fairway over on one side. So I don't know why you wouldn't join it there. This is really nice down here. Good job. I like, this is kind of craggy down here. That's a good look. Again, we've got more fairway up here just for somebody to pull the ball. I'm not really sure why. How far is that? It's a good hole concept. Just change things up a little bit. I think does he have one or two? Yeah, I think he's got one or two. I don't remember. We're going to do something different here. 94. Well, here's hoping. Hey, that worked. Well, that's way too hard. Oh, I'm glad it hit the hole. Put it that way. Herringbone. Yeah. I remember that one. I remember that one. Well, this round has been all over the place. Huh. Huh. I don't know about all this. I think I like it, but I think you could have widened this area. I mean, you've got a bad angle, so I think you could have widened this and improved your visuals and playability slightly while not really affecting the difficulty of the hole at all. Huh. I'm okay with this one. I'm also okay with the green being that small. I like it. However, I will tell you, this area back here, again, you're sloping down to the green. That's fine, but I think this would have been cooler had the green been longer and narrower. Like, go ahead and bring it way up there. That could have given you some fun pin placements too. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. Like I said, I have no problem with this hole. I was just kind of looking at it, trying to think of just a couple of things that can improve it. I think number one, making that, I think definitely looking at it, making the green longer, maybe not narrower, but just longer, I think would have been a benefit to the hole. Huh, thought that would have stopped. Okay. But no, the hole itself is fine. I don't mind the big bridge or anything like that. It's I mean, that's the land you have. That's kind of a creative, cool way to use it. This is some better. I'm not saying sculpting here is better, but I like the way you've clustered bunkers. I think that's an underutilized concept. This is a nice view. Good sight line. I like that you can see up to the next hole over there too. But I'm going to point something out. Look at this green. Again. Another green that does that. Maybe that's, you know, like the calling card of the course. I don't know. But I think we've worn out the number of holes that we can do that way. Well, it should slope back towards me, so let's see what this does. Oh, it was slow. That'll be fine. Panorama. That's what Rob Schneider used to just call a pan back on SNL, right? Panorama. The Pansky. Frying eggs. All right. I'm going to pay attention to this next putt. It won't matter, but I'll pay attention to it anyway. I'm like, I'll just hammer this one. This will be great. Watch this. Hold my Zima. This is a good looking shot too. We've definitely got some more width involved here. Again, the bunker shaping on this one, and take this the right way. It just looks, the shaping and scaling of the bunkers is just kind of newbie-ish looking. That green is so small. I don't mind it being small, but I feel like you're limiting yourself because you don't have, I mean, where are your pin positions? And do the pin positions really affect anything? Well, no. Even if you put them in 4 different spots, you're just like, okay, I'll just play over here to the middle of the green. Because playing to the center of the green is going to leave you a 20-footer no matter where you are. So why not? So give yourself a little more room to play with, I say. I don't know that we want to do a pitch. Ooh, that fast is going to make it just right, isn't it? Nope, a little too much. Well, let's try to not miss low anymore. So we're just going to aim a little high and plunk it. The river here is still pretty good, though. I like the way it just sits back there in the background. And you've got a flow to it, which most people wouldn't notice, but you've got a little flow, and it's just the right speed, too. Is that a silly thing to comment on? You've got just the right speed on that. All right, this is a problem. I know, hey, I'm going to put a thing around my tee box and all that. There are ways to make this visible. You can do it. Is this supposed to be a blind tee shot? Is that what this is? Let me look here. 13. Is 13 a blind tee shot that we're supposed to judge? It is a blind tee shot that we're supposed to judge. Okay, if I were judging this, it would not be super kind, because I think this is a complete cop-out for how to do a blind tee shot. Just about right. Bunkering and that tee shot. Oh, come on. Yeah, that little sandy area back there, that's nice. Stop laughing at me. Shut up. I'm just going to miss all these putts. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. It's fine, guys. It'll be fine. Hey, look, an internment camp over there. Did you see that? I don't know what kind of camp it is, but it looks like one you don't want to be in. Trendsetter with the blind. See, I don't mind a blind par 3. But blind par 3, because it's downhill, that's not really blind, because in real life, you know what? I would totally be able to see over that hill, and it wouldn't be a problem. So again, it's blind in the game, but it's not blind in any other way, shape, or form. And I don't care for... Now, what is this? So we've just disconnected the green. And again, okay, the bunkers and your runoff areas. Your runoff areas make no sense at all. Look at this. This drops down so fast here. So now if you push the ball, you get a little help. Nice use of stairs there, though. So good kudos on the stairs, not kudos on the green complex. Hit the wood. Good job. If that had gone in the hole, that would have been the coolest thing. Not ever, because doily shot is still better, but it would have been cool. Now run, 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 run like a rabbit. Well, probably help if I didn't hit it like a complete Sally, but, whatever. I'm still slightly miffed about the runoff areas. Turn. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. was a good looking tee shot. I don't have too much to say about this one. Except that I played it poorly again by not accounting for the wind, but whatever. I am far beyond worrying about any of that nonsense right now. I think I'm going to start wrapping up some thoughts as we finish these last few holes. I think the few things on this course, I know you could point to bunkering, but I think it's not just bunkering. The bunkers need to be improved, but I think it's scaling a little bit. The planting is good. The scale of the course itself is pretty good, but we've got some... See, I don't know why you wouldn't have done this on the other one. That's okay. I also, boy, somebody gonna die here. But that's okay, it's a video game. The scaling on some of the greens has been off. The scaling of the runoff areas, this scaling in general is a little... You know what, I'm going to take this way down. It's just off a little bit. Like when I talk about bunkers, greens being able to be a little bigger, I don't mean bigger as in just expanded three-dimensionally, you know, like you take a brush and you make the brush bigger. But like extended in smart ways, like longer one direction or, you know, going back another direction or something. Just a little... Well, they are too small, but what I mean by too small is not, like I said, not too small in that they need to be massive. Just extended a little bit in you know, if not 4 directions, maybe 2 directions, or sometimes even 1 direction they need to be extended. Then we've got runoff areas that I think are there because you think, you know, hey, I've got to have, you know, some apron here. You know, maybe it adds a little extra green color, that kind of thing. This is a good hole. I like this hole. But it's just not executed terribly well. So there are some things like, or even where you have that slow is going to drive me right into the rough. Where you have the yeah, the blind par 3 one was huge. We're talking generally here, bud. Even where you have bunkers placed, where you have certain things placed, they're just a little off from where you would want them. And I needed 95, not 90. Thanks, me. They do, but then you run into, like, there were a couple of courses I did either yesterday or the day before where the greens were just insanely big. I mean, just huge. So when I say big, maybe longer, maybe with, you know, one lobe that's a little bigger than another. Just those kinds of things. Little things. This is a good tee shot for a finishing hole. I'm not sure the hole itself, just from a play standpoint, is the greatest finisher. Let's see here. And that doesn't mean it's bad, just... See this green. I don't know why you stopped it and didn't. I mean, you could have extended this green all the way back here and given yourself more green to slope, more options. Just more options. I don't know how to say it. More options. Some lovely views, some good hole concepts, a couple of, you know, questionable decisions, some really good sculpting around it. The best river area I've seen, and I mean that. Not all of it. Some of it was a little underwhelming, but a lot of that river area was just amazing. I mean, really, really, really well done with a good eye artistically to get things done. What time is it? It is 11:48. I'm going to see if my kids can put up with me doing one more of these. Let's see. What would be next? Troubadour would be next. I'm going to try and do this quickly and skip over to Troubadour and see if I can get away with it. You know what? Nope. I got somebody trying to come in the door right now. All right, we're going to call it for now. I will try and come back and do some more later if I can. I'm looking forward to Troubadour. I apologize for getting your hopes up. So, feel bad and yell at me and do what you need to do. But you'll get over it. I am going to jet for now, though, gents. Thank you much, and we'll do some more. Hopefully the things I've said have been helpful and not mean-spirited and jerk-faced.